Pado India wishes you a happy new year, and this is Ishan Arora with the editorial discussions. Today is the 1st of January, and this is the editorial page of the Hindu. Now, today the first editorial which we are going to cover is Hasina's triumph. Along with this, the agenda for the fourth term, because these are on the same topic. The second is a liberal move. The third one is dead ends of specialization, and the fourth is mainstreaming victims of crime. This is given as a PDF in Telegram group, which is in the description. This has a political bias. This article, Diary of the Year to Come, and the important lines are given in a word format. This is also having a political bias. This will not be discussed. So, this article, the first one is Hasina's triumph on the Bangladesh election results. Now, the parliament of Bangladesh is called Jatiya Sangsad. And in the comment section, please leave down what the names of other parliaments are. Now, Awami League has won a landslide, and the coalition has won 288 out of 299 seats. The credit is given to social progress and the economic growth seen in the regime. Opposition has said that the elections are rigged, but Election Monitoring Forum and SARC Human Rights Foundation have given a clean chit. Now, the challenges ahead for the party are political divisions and violence in the country. They have to reaffirm the faith of the institutions in the people, and an authoritarian trend has to be reversed. This is the first time in a decade that all political parties have contested the election. Earlier, the elections were boycotted by the BNP. This is the first time the election is taking place under a democratic government since 1990s when democracy returned to Bangladesh. In August 1975, there was a military coup and the family of the present Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, was killed. She took refuge in India. The economics growth has been praised by the World Bank. It says that the remittances in Bangladesh have increased. The garment industry has been performing very well, and there has been lots of investment in the infrastructure. Also, their stand on the Rohingya issue and their balancing of India, China, and Russia have been praised. Now, the other parliaments are Duma, Knesset, Diet, Congress, and Bundestag. Please leave in the comment section to which countries these belong. The next editorial is a liberal move on Rajasthan government scrapping the educational criteria for local polls. Now, the literacy rate in the state, according to the 2011 census, is 79% for males and 52% for female. The editor says that it penalized the people for the failure of the state because it overlooked its responsibility towards infrastructure and education, and this excludes the marginalized because it is the poor who would not be able to afford education in private sectors. Haryana, in Haryana, the rule is educational qualification plus a functional toilet should be there in the home. Upheld by the Supreme Court in the Rajbala versus State of Haryana. The editor says that in a liberal democracy, governments must desist from debarring candidates because it is against the democratic principles. To mandate paternalistically what makes a person a good candidate goes against the spirit to deepen democracy, because in a democracy people are considered to be rational enough to choose their own leaders. Dead ends of specialization. Polymaths are rare in the 21st century. Polymaths are basically people who are experts in more than one field or multiple fields. Now they have a broad perspective and have the ability to see the connectedness among the multiple domains of knowledge of the natural world and human action. Now basically this is lamenting the fact that in the modern world we are not able to see the connectedness between the two. Now specialization has given many life-saving solutions but has also created many anthropocene problems, basically human induced problems which are not there. They say that specialists begin to regard their knowledge as supreme and offer solutions which cannot be argued against. Basically, they gave a solution and do not offer us a chance to rebuttal. The limits of the subject are not a part of their education and is the only framework of study according to them. and the outputs with that study are the only possible truth. This is a quote by Max Weber in his work Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism. Specialists without spirit, sensualists without heart. This nullity imagines that it has attained a level of civilization never before achieved. The next editorial is Mainstreaming Victims of Crime. Now, this is a very important editorial. The Supreme Court verdict of Mallikarjun Kodgel versus State of Karnataka. Supreme Court said that one should take out victim impact assessment. Now, victim has been defined in the criminal law only as late as in 2009. During the trial, he is heard as a witness, he or she is heard as a witness and not as a victim. The victim is represented by a prosecutor and his own views or her own views are unexpressed. Now, our system is accused centric criminal system. This leads to a secondary victimization that after the victim has suffered, he suffers even more because the police, courts, and the criminal system marginalize and ignore the victim. Now, appearance in the crucial stages is restricted. It means in the framing of charges, bail grants, parole, punishment decision, the victim is not present, whereas the accused is. The UN Declaration of the Basis Principle of Justice for Victims of Crime and Abuse of Power 1985 calls for the empowerment of the victim. Victim impact assessment is an oral or written by the victim, family, or friends. This is the experience shared by them. Also contains financial, economic, and other burdens which are faced by the victim. The CRPC Section 235 uh, Clause 2 mandates the court to hear accused on questions of sentence. That is, when the penalty is being given, it mandates that the accused should be there. But VIA will also bring the balanced view because it will give the view of the victim as well. So, this, in the view of the editor, will reduce the biasness of the criminal justice system. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can also join the Telegram group, which is in the comment description of the video.